speaking of a meaningful role, the digital infrastructure, the digital highway, and the story that's been connected courtesy that of course has been a big growth opportunity, and that's also brought down the barriers for entry across different sectors. We've now just seen the RBI also announce its pilot as far as the digital rupee is concerned. How excited are you about what's happening on the digital commerce, digital payment, and now, of course, the digital currency side?
No, no. So I think all you have to do is travel around the world to realize just how lucky we are, at least when it comes to payments and digitization, right? I mean, anywhere in the world, you cannot move small amounts like 50 rupees, 5 rupees, 25 rupees free of cost. You everywhere in the world, you see QR codes everywhere, the ability to make payments directly with, I want to make a payment to Shereen. I just need your mobile number. That doesn't happen in too many parts of the world, small shopkeepers or whatever. And that is the data, right? This is something which I think in the last 5 7 years, we've just leapfrogged the world. We've gone from being maybe behind the world to now at least being a generation ahead. And that's an advantage we must drive home. We must, and as more and more people become digitally savvy, it opens up opportunities to the point you're making for businesses to be able to deliver goods digitally, electronically, receive money electronically or digitally, etc. Because the consumer is already used to it. We talk about what 6.7 odd crore UPI transactions in the month of August, which is like just enormously, or September, enormously large numbers also. So I think it's there on digital currency. I'm very pleased to share that HSBC is part of the pilot that the Reserve Bank of India is carrying out. In fact, transactions have started taking place already as we speak. I know our team is undertaking the transactions that were listed in the announcement that was made yesterday. So yeah, I think digitization, the ecosystem that the authorities have created, open architecture, this has profound implications linked to the credit story that we spoke about, linked to the household income growth that we spoke about. And this combination, I think, I don't know what more we could ask from the authorities on this count. I think it's now for us as the private sector to make sure we monetize on this really open architecture resource available to make sure we deliver better goods and services to our customers.
The RBI has launched today as far as the digital rupee is concerned in the GSEC market. For a layperson, explain to us what it has taken to be able to get this off the ground, and what are the benefits? What could be the implications of this move?
This is a pilot. This is to make sure that government securities, transaction, settlement, and payment takes place using the e-rupee or the digital rupee. But once this pilot settles, then you use cases will keep expanding. It could be for cross-border payments, could be for payments between buyers and sellers, could be for retail, one payment to the other. One thing we must remember in India, we already have some form of a digital payment, the UPI that we spoke about quite a bit. So the next round should be much easier for everyone to embrace. But the thing here will be, rather than hand over physical notes, you will just do a button-based receipt and payment, which will have a valid auto trade. So it will actually be better than currency, because in the case of currency, you can't actually see where the money has gone. Here, that will remain. So I think let's wait for the pilot. It's day one, so I don't want to over-promise or overstate the potential. But from whatever we've been part of over the last many months as a part of bringing it to today, I think we are quite excited at the contribution we can make towards enabling, again, making and receiving payments frictionless, costless, and as smooth as possible.
So let me end then by asking you, Hitendra, if you do believe that this is going to be India's decade to use or lose at HSBC, is there any reframing of strategy, any reframing of vision, any reprioritization to make good the opportunity that you believe presents itself?
I think there are 3-4 things that we are trying to do, me and the management team that we have in India. I think one is we really, really are in the midst of a very significant customer acquisition. So whether it is individuals who are looking for credit cards, mortgages, personal loans, unsecured loans, generally a banking account which allows you to do your operating accounts, plus support family members outside India, etc. So across MSME, individuals, etc., I think we were looking to double, triple, or quadruple our customer accounts. I think that is one main thing as a broad strategy. On the back of that, I think we are going to invest very significantly in making sure that all these existing customers and the new customers experience a bank that allows you to do the core things that you do very well, whether it's paying routine utility bills, to trade payments to paying dividends to paying salaries for your staff to whatever. I think whatever corporations do, businesses do, individuals do, I think we want to make sure that we are positioning ourselves as digitally savvy as any other bank you can get. I think the third thing that we will definitely be a very large part of is we spoke about global trade. HSBC is the trade bank of the world. And as individuals and companies that we bank have global ambitions, we hope to fulfill those global ambitions. And I mean, I'll end by saying our tagline is we connect you to a world of opportunity. I hope that we will do justice to that tagline as we serve our customers.
For any M&A here in India, Hitendra, the government is looking at the possibility of putting some banks on the block.
I can answer that question directly in the sense because I know what you're alluding to. But I think you're aware that we are at an advanced stage of concluding our acquisition of Larsen Tobro's investment management division. So I think that's about literally 3 weeks from now or so, where we will merge the two units into one. We have an insurance company where we have a stake and where we are potentially examining whether we can discuss with our partner banks in terms of what the shareholding structure going forward should be. India is a very, very exciting market, and our management team and our board is clearly conscious of the opportunities here. I don't think we're going to say, yes, we are open to everything. We are not going to say we are close to anything. I think it will be case to case, but I'm almost certain that we will have more action in India than in many other parts of the world. So I hope that doesn't answer the question, but answers the question that you asked.
Hitendra, always a pleasure. Many thanks for joining us here on The Making. We wish you the very best of luck with your future plans for India. With that, it is time for us to wrap up this edition of The Making. Thanks very much for watching. Do stay tuned. The news will continue here on CNBC TV 18.